I wish you all a good evening and welcome back for another stream here on my channel. It's another listening to your song suggestion stream, the fifth part within a week or so. Really down to the reason that you all have been going a bit crazy with the amount of song suggestions. So I kind of need to split them up, and today will be, I'm just saying this now, before you submit a bunch of more songs, this will be the last one for a little while, because I've kind of been just overwhelmed by the amount of streams doing lately. I've gotten a few additional suggestions in today since I announced that this stream would happen, but I got a decent amount of songs so far, and I think we can fill out a nice little evening together of just listening to some of your song suggestions. I will promise, like, this should be a promise. I can't make promises because I'm what if I collapse and I will become non-verbal or whatnot. But my plan is to not wait for as long a time until the next streams again, as I did from, the very first song suggestion stream I did was back in June, I think it was. Maybe June, July, somewhere around there last year. And then it was a long time before I did them again. And now this one has to be this is the fifth part. I think 5 parts is like a good amount of sessions to listen to some songs together. Yes, it would be a good idea to remove the link. You're absolutely right, Simon. Let me just do that really quickly. Or should we actually do this? Once I've gotten... I have room for 3 more suggestions. I can tell you this already. Only 1 song per person now. That has to be it, because otherwise, you're just kind of stacking up the... I will give... Someone has suggested 3, but that was way back, so I will go through all of those 3. But let's have 3 places open in case anyone wants to submit anything, but that's one suggestion per person if that's the case. Just in case, because I think we'll have time for that. Because right now I have 12 songs. Let's do 15 if there are more suggestions. If there aren't, let's just take some from the chat at the end. I guess. Anyway... I got my 12 songs in front of me. Some of them I am familiar with. I would say that I'm familiar with... No, actually just 2 of them. But still. And those 2 are good. Boom Boom by Juiced Klein would be a good suggestion. I'm not really in the mood to listen to Juiced Klein, but... I.O. We can listen to it in case someone suggests it, I guess. Sorry again for that. Don't worry. It wasn't a rule back when you did it, I think. I want to suggest one more song, but I'm poor today. Sorry. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well, by the way. In Sweden right now, we're getting to springtime. It's really sunny and very, very nice, which I'm super happy about. We got national tests this week in Sweden, so it's kind of stressful. I had one yesterday and I have one tomorrow in Swedish, so tomorrow it's essay writing, which is kind of exciting. Then it's English next week, which I'm also in charge of course. So exciting times over here. I just came back on Sunday to watch exactly what we listened to here early on. Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is very much my cup of tea. It was a song called Socker by Kent. And Kent is one of my all-time favorite bands. They're huge in Sweden, and they reunited this year after 9 years of not existing, or whatever you say, just to kind of have 6 more shows, and I managed to get tickets to one of them. They sold out like this. But I was there to see them on Sunday, which was an amazing experience. I'm so happy that I got to see them, because I never went when I was younger. So I'm super happy about that. It's all just kind of happy vibes for me anyway these days. Hopefully you all have some good vibes around you as well. And hopefully those happy vibes will continue as I get into the first song suggestion of the night. I should definitely take up the comments that you wrote when you sent in these suggestions. The first one that we're going to listen to today was submitted at 8:04 p.m. on March the 20th, which was last Thursday. I want to say basically when that stream started, so I didn't get around to listening to it back then. So perhaps the person who submitted it, who was Sasha, maybe isn't here now, but we will still listen to it. You can of course watch this in post as well. Serving Kent. Okay, yeah, that's Can't wait for Samir and Victor reunion in 2034. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, the first one is from Sasha. I actually only got a YouTube link to this one, but I prepared it so that it's on Spotify. I found the song on Spotify, so we will listen to the Spotify version. In case Sasha wanted me to watch the music video, I'm not doing that. Sorry if there is one. Maybe that's the reason for the YouTube link. I don't know, but we're gonna listen to the Spotify version. It's called Caracol by Ramitavi. Probably definitely mispronounced that. This isn't a very famous artist. Born and raised in Venezuela by Syrian parents. That's an interesting... I mean, this song has 50,000 plays on 30,000 plays on Spotify, and none of the other songs are even close to that. Ramitavi here has 53 listeners every month. So this is quite an exquisite and out there suggestion, which is kind of exciting. It's from 2021, and hopefully the audio is balanced enough. If it's too loud or too quiet, let me know. But let's start listening to it. I love that kind of world building in the opening with the panning and just sound effects. It's a very nice piano melody.
Si yo fuera un caracol por un día me olvidara del pecado y el error. Si yo fuera un caracol no me iría.
Very addictive rhythm. I like the vocal harmonies there as well.
Si yo fuera un caracol volvería.
Incredibly engaging for me.
Si yo fuera un caracol ya no importa el adiós, se muere el amor.
Great chord progression there. It's a freaking accordion. Immense syncopation here. The chorus was a bit, flatlined melodically, but the setting of the track as a whole was just really cool. Got a language switch as well. I love the way it kind of ascends to these choruses. It's really nice. Very theatric, yeah. A lot of drama in this, and a lot of passion you kind of feel in it as well. Great switch up. Love the kind of intense, aggressive strumming on the guitar here. The strings just kind of taking over as well. It's very cool. We're having a tempo automation. Switching up the percussion entirely. You got the toms now going kind of crazy on there. Where do you find songs like this? Like, seriously. Great syncopation again. So playful. Okay, why not? Wow. We're slowing it down for the finale. So dramatic. So, musical-esque there at the end. So dramatic for the finale. incredibly theatrical, like you said, Grandma. Wow, I don't know where you find a song like this. How do you find a song like this? That's incredible. So incredibly playful. What an arrangement, really. I think that's probably the main thing. It's completely set on its world building, but then it just goes all out. It's very, very immense in terms of the just immersion that I feel towards it as well. No, I'm obviously saving this, and I really thought that was super cool. I don't really see it like being one of these like accessible songs I'll just put on in the background, but it's so immersive. I was heavily captivated by that. I love the fact that it just went its own way throughout the whole thing. Very playful arrangement, did a lot of unique things throughout. Vocally quite strong as well. It's just really straight. Like 53 people, 53 listeners per month for this artist. Make that 54 now anyway. Yeah, that was so cool, honestly. Obviously, this song was released in 2021, and that's the last time that this artist has made anything, unfortunately, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's a cool choice. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Sasha. Is it mesmeric? It was mesmeric indeed. It had a mesmeric control over me. Yeah, seems like a lot of you really liked it as well. That's so cool. I thought that was a standout. I want to give a shout out to my friend Sonia, through which I discovered the song. Oh, it's Alex sent it in, but it said Sasha here. It said Sasha sent it in, but okay. Sasha, Alex, potato, through which I discovered the song. He's genuinely one of my all-time favorite artists, and I'm so happy more people get to know him now. Thank you so much for sending that one in. Very, I guess, unfortunate that there's not a lot really. Like you said, it's one of your favorite artists, but he only has 6 songs. But that was cool. Thank you. Let's see. I also got a little. We got another suggestion there as well. Asuto sent one in. Thank you very much for doing that. That one will be, of course, the number 13 on the list. Sasha was my old name. Got it. He was featured on a song in 2023, according to Apple Music. Yes, that might actually be correct. I need to. I'm pressing follow on Spotify here, so I get updated whenever that album gets released. Alex, thank you for sending it in again. I've said that many times now. We should move on, I think. But yeah, that was a really cool way to kick off the evening. Very, very nice. Let's see what we got next. We got a song that I'm very much familiar with by a group that I'm super familiar with. They're called I Don't Know How, But They Found Me, who are massively creative and playful with their music. Mainly, I would say their first. Thank you very much, Sirius Frogy, for sending in another one. I'll add that to the playlist very soon. This group has a lot of playful things going on with their music. I particularly loved their first album, which was called... Let's actually see if I can find it. Their first album was called Razzmatazz, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Wait, which one? Wait. Oh, they didn't make an album. Oh, okay, yeah, 1981 extended play. Okay, so they made an EP and then an album. Both of those, I love those. I mean, my favorite song is "Do It All the Time" by them, I think. But I also really like Razzmatazz. I like "Choke." I like "Leave Me Alone" a lot. "Social Climb's" a great one. But the song we're gonna listen to today is called "Gloomtown Brats," which is from their latest album. A song that I quite enjoy as well. Sorry, that's just a little bit of a little drum fill early on in the song. This one's cool. I think I actually included it in one of my Rudy Picks videos from this year, from last year, but I might be mistaken. However, we're gonna listen to this track and just delve into the fact that it's kind of cool. You just listen to this bass walk. Great with the guitar, providing the contrasting rhythm there. It's very snappy. incredibly snappy. I don't know what else to tell you. The falsetto. And the harmonies. It's really mainly about that bass walk, which is so cool. But the harmonies are really nice as well. And a very distinct rhythm from the guitar, of course. Managed to see them live, it sounds exactly the same, if not better live. I can imagine. I haven't seen them, unfortunately. But I really love them. The detailing as well, from different instrumentals, or different instrumentation. Something very unique about the vocal style in it as well, of course. Voice seems so familiar. I mean, the singer used to be in Panic at the Disco, not being the main singer there, but he used to be in there. Again with the harmonies, you know. A little bit of a Vogue section here. Yeah, exactly as it does. Backing vocalist. Great break up there in the rhythm as well, of course. And fun little guitar lines here. Incredibly distinct finale as well, with the dynamics really showing there. A lot of, you know, kind of just scattered around sounds in this song as well, which I find to be really cool. And yeah, I think probably the main part of the track that's so addictive is absolutely the bass walk. It has a very distinct and punchy sound in here, but it's just that snappy rhythm that it has as well, which just kind of elevates the song and really kicks it forward and makes it so much fun to listen to, I believe. Along with the vocal harmonies, I find them to be really fun as well, and some really cool vocal lines in here. Yeah, I really enjoy. Honestly, want a track of just the bass line. I think you could solo it out. I mean, the song kind of starts off with, you know, I mean, you could basically just put this on loop and enjoy away. It's a very cool bass walk, which I would like to announce. A lot of their songs do have those really cool bass walks. So yeah, that's a hot tip from me. Thank you very much let's actually see who sent it in. Frogos. Thank you very much, Frogos, for sending that one in. Gave me another reason to listen to it. And I think we got the final. Oh my, 20 euro. Okay, yeah, that's the final one. Thank you very much for sending that in. Now I gotta just delete the. Okay, there we go. Now no one can submit any songs anymore. If you do, I'm sorry, but I won't listen to it. So please just keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Euro Toweli. That's going to be the final song for tonight. So exciting times. We have no idea what it is because you just posted a link. But very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. You'll have to wait, though, for a while before we get to that one, because we're moving on to song number 3 first. This one was sent in by Jordan. And Jordan sent in a little bit of a Japanese tune here. And said, since many people enjoyed the last city pop song, I wanted to set another one. City pop is filled with songs like that. Hope you enjoyed this one too. So I remember the previous one. It was called I actually like the playlist is actually named after it because it was the first song I added to the playlist. So it says like at the top of the of the stream you can see the what to say, I can't stop the loneliness. I think that's probably the one, right? Or maybe there have been another one. In case you want to figure out like all of these old songs that we've listened to as well in the streams, Simon's made a playlist on Spotify for them, which I think is, hopefully it's pinned on the Discord server, but if it isn't, I should do that. But yeah, we're getting another city pop song then. This one is called Nakahara by Meiko and Fantasy. Interesting. Très intéressant. Let's check it out. Really like those strings there. And the brass, okay. Very fun instrumentation already. It is pinned in there as well. Perfect. Incredibly uplifting. Also find something very interesting about it is like the vocal is mixed with such focus on like very thin frequencies. So it sounds like you're kind of throwing it through a broken radio speaker. From 2022. Sounds so much older. I mean, speaking of funky bass walks, this is another one. And a really cool sound design on it as well. And again, a very thin sound. I think there are a lot of thin sounds in this song. Creates quite a unique soundscape. Great chord interval. It was to be expected because you just know the music from the Japanese scenes. She has a full-on helium-filled vocal. Yeah, pretty much. It's a really cool contrast with the backing track, I think. And the fact that everything is so thin in it. It's fun. According to Spotify, this is her only song? Really? You're absolutely right. That's interesting. A little bit of switch up here. Very intense guitar work here as well. It's so palm muted and faded out, but it's, you know, just presence in there. Like the feedback went into the right ear then. Very, very soft and subtle. I think the chords work wonders in a track like this. Gotta say. Kind of getting lost in the vibe now, really. It's just uplifting, happy days, and just enjoyable. Kind of feels like a repeat of the first half of the track here, and I'm not complaining. It's a modernized mix, original from 1982. Got it. Got it. I thought that would have been the case because it sounds a bit timeless, honestly. Strong syncopation here as well. Yeah, it's nice. Very effective rhythms. We're getting a fade out outro. We're getting an abrupt one. Interesting. Feels very much like if the song, you know, originally from the 80s, I would definitely have just expected the song to fade out and just keep that momentum going. An abrupt ending is a bit strange in here, but hey, why not? No, but I feel like definitely like if you would have heard this song, like if it was actually from 2022 or so, it felt like that song would have been, you know, punchier in production and not really focused on sounding the way that it does. Maybe this is just the way that you produce city pop. I'm not too well versed within the genre or whatnot, but everything's sounding so thin within the instrumentation. Really, I mean that's a very unique approach to take, and I'm quite fond of it. Her voice is not that high pitched in the original version. That's also interesting. This was the version that was sent to me though, so yeah. But I've never heard of the song before. But it's a cool one, absolutely. Very uplifting. I think the bass walks are very snappy and fun, very energetic in that way as well. Love both the strings and the brass, probably mainly the brass. That was great fun, and some strong syncopation. Just a lot of playful details in the song as well. Thank you very much for sending it in, Jordan. Another fun one there, and absolutely something that I vibe with, for sure. The original is also quite a bit slower, but both are fantastic. Got it. I wouldn't know, but thank you. Is the original also on Spotify? Like, can you... Let's see. Nakahara. Not sure. Is it this? No, it's not. I guess the original is not on Spotify then. Okay. Anyway, we're moving on to the next song suggestion here. This one comes from Kuri, who was, of course, the person who sent in 3 songs. The second one of these will have me bawling my eyes out, but we're not there just yet. We're going to start off with a song in German, it seems like, by Unheilig, and it's called Geboren zu leben. Ja, von das Album Grosse Freiheit. Jawohl. Anyway, it's a song in German. It's called Geboren zu leben by Unheilig here. The German industrial / gothic rock band. Why wouldn't it be? It's German after all. Okay, interesting. Let's take a listen.
Es fällt mir schwer, ohne dich zu leben, jeden Tag zu jeder Zeit einfach alles zu geben. Ich denk so oft zurück an das, was war, an jedem so geliebten, vergangenen.
You definitely hear, like in the vocals, that there is something very deep brewing in here. Quite an accessible opening, really, with this piano arrangement.
Ich denke an so vieles, seitdem du nicht mehr bist.
And the cello. It's dramatic, for sure.
Wir waren geboren, zu leben, mit den Wundern jener Zeit. Sich niemals.
Like on the initial impact, though, very wide soundstage being established there.
Wir waren geboren, zu leben, für den einen Augenblick, bei dem jeder von uns spürte, wie wertvoll Leben ist. Es tut noch weh.
Yeah, it's effective. I think it's kind of like within the framework of what you'd expect it to be. Let's take a look at how old it is. 2010, yeah. A little bit of an effective march beat here in the background as well. It's quite, what do you say? Not dramatic, cinematic. That's definitely what I feel. This chorus is really effective, I have to say. The strings add a lot of character there, the drum is consistent, the vocal melody is convincing as well. Strong continuation here as well. Maintains the momentum. Strong intonation there. Wow. So contrary to a lot of you, I'm kind of a sucker for the child choirs. When used rightly, it hits. And they sing together. I find this to be very, very well put together. Feels purposeful. You definitely hear like there's some emotion behind it, for sure. It's dramatic, it's cinematic, it's kind of bombastic in a way as well. I mean, composition-wise, it's quite simple and straight to the point, really, but it's effective. It exactly manages to pull off exactly what it wants to do, I think. Thank you for sending that one in. Of course, also good for me to get familiar with it, because it's obviously quite popular. Like, if you go on Spotify, it has a lot of plays, particularly like for a song in German that's, you know, has 15 years on it now. So I think it's good for me to be aware of its existence, and I did find it to be quite compelling, really. Very nice. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Kuri. I will move swiftly on to your next suggestion, of course, because I'm just kind of excited to listen to it. This is a song that I've listened to probably, well, it's in the hundreds, maybe 200 times, I'm sure. This is a song by Talos, and it's called See Me. It's actually one of, I wouldn't say my favorite song by Talos, but it's like one of my top 5 for sure, I would say. It's a beautiful song with a wonderfully captivating chorus. Children took me out of it. Yeah, I understand that. I can be a bit of a sucker for that. I'm a softie, you know that by now. Anyway, I'm not sure really how much I want to talk over the next song. I will kind of let it get to me, but we'll see. When I think of something, I will let you know.
Some days I wake up and I just want you all around me. Some nights I call out, what if the life in you lost me? The weight of the world feels, the weight of the world, it feels heartless.
The voice gets to me. His voice gets to me.
Forever we fade out, 'cause I'm too afraid to be honest.
And the breakdown. So just listen to like the sound design on the percussion here as well. Quite crisp. And the elevation that hits with the chorus is just great synth work, beautiful vocals, nice fills. And with the little synth lines, the harmonies from that, beautiful in my opinion. A little wooden block. Yeah, I mean, his vocals are something else for me anyway. So incredibly beautifully sung, this song. Love those harmonies from the synths there, beautiful. Just becomes a little bit of elevation, a variation in the chorus, maintaining the momentum here with the drumming. And a new vocal section, very cool. Feels so passionate in this part. You definitely feel like the vocals are going their own way before we head back to the thing we're comforted by, which is the chorus here. Melodically very, very pleasant chorus as well, of course. And the final melody, the vocal elevation. It's so simple, but it's just so effective. And the feedback on the outro. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I find this to be such a beautiful, kind of pop ballad in a way. It has a very strong production to it, of course it does. I mean, the entire Far Out Dust album has that. I think the percussion is strong here. The synths are massive. Vocally, it's so up my alley, I find his voice to be among the most beautiful I know. And it's just one of these artists that always manages to really completely grip me whenever I listen to a song of his. And I really don't know, like, I can't put into words what I really feel about his music. I mean, this is one of those songs I just felt the magic from the first time I heard it. I was like, it just hits so hard. Melodically, it's so pretty, and the vocals just, elevate that aspect. When you look at it compositionally, it is quite a simple song altogether. It doesn't really do many unexpected things. It just takes you on a world-building journey. Let's see. It just takes you on a journey in terms of its own setting, and it really has the world-building behind that. I think if anyone really wants to delve into Talus's music, I would honestly the Far Out Dust album, you can just play it throughout the whole thing, and just get overwhelmed, at least in my opinion. The song Far Out Dust in particular is the one that just leaves me broken. But there are plenty of beautiful songs on here. See Me is one of them for sure. I would say you got Let Go, In the Fold, 2 a.m., The Flood, To Each His Own. I mean, no, I just like the entire album. You can't go wrong with it. And there's also, of course, Dear Chaos, which was the second album. And when that was released, I went to Ireland to see him live, and I do not regret that for 1 second. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And we're never getting that back, unfortunately. Let me take a little bit of a look-see on what you've written in the chat. Postmortem EP, I was bawling my eyes out for days and I couldn't stop listening to it. Yeah, I can't really listen to it, to be completely honest, because it just hits a bit too hard. So yeah, that's just me. Far Out Dust is a great album, I agree. Talus has that effect of drawing one to silence, the effect of being in the presence of a serious proper artist. Beautifully said, Alipan. I'm happy you feel that way, because I do as well. Yeah. In terms of how his music makes me feel, for me, he's the male version of Lana Del Rey. I'm not too familiar with Lana Del Rey. I obviously know her, but I haven't listened to her that much. But we will listen to her very, very soon, of course. You will know that, Kerry. Quite nice and crisp. I agree. Hey Groot, just got back into the stream. I don't use Spotify, so I'm not saying that word because I don't want to get demonetized. I might have messed up. I wanted to send the original version of Fantasy, not this edit. I might not be on Spotify. I messed up, I guess. RIP. Well, I couldn't find any other version. And I mean, the one that you linked there was the one that I played. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I enjoyed it regardless, so, man. Lots of quality tonight. I don't know if my suggestion will stand out. Don't you worry about that. I'm just loving listening through the songs, gotta say. Okay, speaking of Lana Del Rey then, the next song up we're gonna listen to is called Cola from the Born to Die album, which is one that I did listen to back in the day. Or I wouldn't say that I listened to the entire album. I mean, there are 23 songs on it. Yeah. But I mean, everyone knows Summertime Sadness, right? Right? The song Cola, I'm not familiar with. So let's take a listen to it. We're kicking it off with strings. And a very cool guitar. I like the detailing of that. That's nice. What's the opening line? What I think it was. Alright. Yes, she said that. Okay, yeah, I guess yeah. I think like the way that the strings work with the guitar is really cool in here, and she obviously has a very distinct vocal, and a pleasant one at that. Sent it in just for the first line. Does that mean we cut it off now? I'm just messing around. I mean, definitely, I feel like the beat of this track is very consistent. It's just one of these songs you could definitely delve into from just the overall mood of it. It's not taking you on unexpected turns, it's not taking like dynamic shifts so far. It's just solid, mellow soundstage, very enjoyable in that aspect. You could just drift away to it, I suppose. There's something about her vocals, of course, that just makes her music a bit special, I think, anyway. Cool elevation there in the vocal. Cool little piano line there as well. Nice transitional use. One thing that's kind of cool about these vocal harmonies is the fact that they're kind of automating in their presence. Like sometimes you feel like the right ear is stronger, sometimes the left ear. Such a soft voice. Yeah, I think that's definitely what's kind of making me still hooked by it. Melodically, it's very much on the repetitive side, of course, but it's something about the whole atmosphere of it that's so tangible. Nice guitar work there as well. It's very faded out, but it's still cool. One would imagine if there's continuation here, you would have just kicked the guitar entirely into distortion and just start shredding a solo here. I think that could have really fit the song, to be honest. I mean, I get why they're not doing it, but I think that could have been cool. You hear that it wants to. You hear in the background that they want to start shredding there. Yeah, that's cool. I like the little fade out outro as well. Definitely, kind of a mood piece, I would say. I'm what you say? When you are very, do you say susceptible? That's probably not a word. Wait, susceptible, is that what you say? Maybe this means something entirely different. Susceptible. Why does it give me a Spanish translation of what that means? Capaz de recibir a la acción o el efecto que se expresan a continuación. Why is it giving me a Spanish definition? Yes, susceptible is the word. Sorry. Yeah, that's. I was susceptible towards the atmospheric quality of that track for sure. She's so manipulative with the audience she attracts. I am that soldier and I succumb willingly. Yeah, that sounds about right. Song is so much better live with the almost operatic voice in the bridge. I can imagine. I mean, if I ever get around, like if I ever have the chance, I should probably make sure to see if I can watch her perform live at some point. But I haven't really sought that out ever. I should. She's easily one of the most influential in modern pop, but I've barely listened to her. I think that's a fair description. I haven't really listened to her that much either. But I mean, I am a sucker for the more popular songs by her that I actually have heard. Young and Beautiful I find to be a very, very pretty song, personally. And who doesn't like Summertime Sadness, you know? Who doesn't? Live, she's very poor live. Well, I wouldn't know. I would still like to just experience it, you know? Hello all, on the train home from work. Well, hello Roddy Roo. Hope you're enjoying your train ride. I will be enjoying the next song up, hopefully. This one is then not from Kuri. We're through with Kuri's suggestions here now. This one was sent in by Eric Muradian, 190. And it was just a Spotify link, so there's no comment or anything, but the song is called Into the Ooze by Brimheim. And it has a little bit of an explicit mark on it, so if you're afraid of the curse words, I'm warning you. Apparently this is a Danish/Faroese artist, which is kind of cool. Let's take a listen to what it is. Can I request one song, please, Screwed? No, we've closed it because we got 15, and that's gotta be it for now. Sorry, Rod Morgan, you should have been here earlier. Oh, now he's spamming my chat. What a moderator. Spamming my chat. Anyway, let's take a listen. Yeah, I like the opening with that guitar work. That's actually really cool. Completely switching up for electric guitar here now. Okay, what's this chord progression going on here? It's really fun. It's quite unpredictable. It has very much like a Radiohead vibe around the chord progression in here. I like that energy from the percussion as well. You never really know where it wants to develop to. Solid detailing as well from the guitar picking. Get some laser sound effects. I think the drumming switched up nicely there as well. Definitely got a lot of resonance on the snare. And strings as well. This is a wide instrumentation, very immersive. Great transition back into the verse there. Maintaining the momentum from the percussion, but just scaling back the rest of the instrumental. That's cool. Great fills as well, wow. Do we have the name of a drummer on this track? Because the drumming is actually really, really cool. I have no idea. It's like with the chords as well. It's so Radiohead-esque for me anyway. Great vocal elevation here. I like that. She's got a really great tone in her voice. She's ripping off your head. Okay. Sounds painful. And again with the laser sound effects. It's so random, but it's quite fun, really. Strong fills again, like the drumming is just so cool. Listen to those crashes there in the background as well. Switching up the percussion all the time. Playing around with the feedbacks now. What? It's such a strange listen experience. Yeah, yes, it could easily be a bonus track from In Rainbows. Yes, 100%. What a listen that is. It takes so many kind of unexpected turns. It has a really cool chord progression to it. I love the drumming. Like, I want to know, is she the drummer of her own songs, or who did she get into the studio to perform that? If that's, you know, her performing the drumming in this track, that's immense. Because that was impressive. A lot of just playfulness in there. Incredibly convincing. It's definitely, and again, quite a mood piece. It's very atmospheric and just kind of reliant on that very melancholic and dark and mysterious mood and setting. But I'm definitely, like, personally, I'm into that, you know. Her album is really great. Let's take a look. So it's called Rat King, which, you know, is definitely a name for an album. It also has a song called Normies, which, you know, why not? I've actually never heard of her, even though, like, she's Danish, of course, as it says here. Maybe I should have been aware of her existence. Well, now I am, because wait, where did it go? Because Eric submitted the song. So thank you very much for doing that, Eric. I will definitely save it because I thought it was pretty cool. And I will listen to it again. Thank you very much for sending it in. That's another cool one. Like, you're all submitting some really cool songs. Have I even, like, disliked anything you've sent in? I don't know. Surely I have disliked some stuff, but most of it is, you know, really, really cool. And this one I include. Literally everything is a jam too. Literally everything is another standout from her. Well, you both suggested the same song, so let me save it to my listen later playlist wherever I have that. All right. Okay. Why doesn't Denmark try to convince her for Eurovision? Well, I mean, I honestly, like, I will be completely honest here now. If we're just taking a little bit of a tangent here, no, I haven't, Rodmork. Why are you lying? Anyway, yeah, if you suggest songs like Vodka from Malta 2008, then yeah, maybe, you know. But I think Denmark's getting a little bit of unnecessary stick, to be completely honest. Like, they do oopsies from time to time, picking songs that they shouldn't pick in their national finals. Like, 2023 is the worst example ever. I don't know what they were up to that year, but this year I think they're getting a bit of unnecessary flack. I think they got a cool choice this year. it's not the most explorative or you know, out there song, but it's still, you know, I definitely want to see it qualify, personally. Last year was, well, it just wasn't really my cup of tea, but yeah, I don't know. I actually checked out their national final as well, and I thought they had a pretty decent national final this year, in my opinion anyway. There would have been plenty of songs from that national final I think would have been cool to have in Eurovision. Did Denmark 2007 win a national final? Probably, to be honest. I mean, Denmark used to have a national final back then. They did in like 2005 and 2006 anyway, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Let's see. We're moving on to the next one. Next one submitted was also submitted back when we had the last watch along on Thursday night. This was the last one to get submitted back then. And then the rest of the submissions have been from today. Just throwing that out there so you're aware. It did indeed. Well, this one was sent in from George, and let's see what George has written. I fell in love. Well, you've actually written I felt in love with this song. Maybe that's what you meant to say as well. I don't know. Since the first time I heard it on Pro Evolution Soccer 2011. Good times. It's called The Reeling by Passion Pit. Hope you'll enjoy it as I do. Now, I am familiar with Passion Pit. The song Take a Walk is quite a jam. That was, of course, on a FIFA game back in the day as well, I'm pretty sure. And that's a catchy one. And also, he performed vocals on, I want to say, a Maidon track, which was called Pay No Mind. Was that him? Wait. Now I need to double check. I want to say Pay No Mind. Yes, Pay No Mind by Maidon, which is a super, super fun song, I think. Really good one. But these are like really old. And of course, the Reeling here is also quite old. It's from 2009 then, as we can see here. But let's take a listen to it. I'm actually not familiar with it, but maybe I will recognize it once it starts playing. Let's see. Kind of cool with the glitch effects already here. These drums are really punchy. I like them. I mean, this glitch effect on the synth work, and then you got the drums just being so intense. There's like a lot of work done with automation here as well, which is kind of cool. This little synth bass line, very acidic in its sound design. It's like definitely engaging. Some fun vocal lines here as well. These like percussive hits, so widely panned. I like the fact that there's a lot of focus on details. Someone who enjoys just, you know, producing music, you definitely hear that. Vocals are produced in such an intriguing way as well. They're so filtered out. It's catchy. The glitch work again. Okay, that's fun. Rhythmically definitely works, I'd say. Again with the percussive detailing, so widely panned. It's really uplifting. You definitely feel like, yeah, this was definitely in Pro Evolution Soccer. It fits right in there. It's a vibe. Yeah, I agree. definitely like a song that, you know, it doesn't do many unexpected things about it. It's just enjoyable throughout the whole thing. I could put it on in the background at any time. And, you know, just feel uplifted by it. It's energetic, keeps going. It doesn't leave a huge impression on me. It's just there to be enjoyable and keep my spirits up, I'd say. Very fitting for a Pro Evolution Soccer song. Very interesting switch up with this new sound from the piano here. Incredibly spacey and deeply grooving pads. It's really strange. I mean, the drumming's been consistent throughout the whole thing, hasn't it? And that drumming is really cool. I like the sound of it. You definitely feel like the song is getting quite long now, though. I mean, you definitely need to be invested into it now. If not, you're gonna find this to be dragging on for sure. But if you're hooked, you're hooked. Why not? Again, so distinct with the panning here on this synth line, and with the glitch work as well. I mean, it's definitely unique. Is like the whole album like this? I mean, I know Passion Pit is kind of very much, you know, electronica and whatnot. Would be actually interesting. I see here, I don't know. I've got like check marks on some of the songs from this album, like that I've heard them before. But I don't really remember. Like the Passion Pit album that I've listened to is the, well, how do you pronounce it? Gossamer? I don't know. But that's the album that I've listened to from 2012. This one I haven't listened to actually. Manners from 2009. I also recognize this 2015 album. I don't know why. Have I listened to this? Maybe a few songs from it. Anyway, cool song. I'm you know, kind of in the. I'm very much again. I'll use the word susceptible towards this genre of music. It's very reminiscent to, like, I'd say The Naked and the Famous or Mad and Kim. You know, the artists that used to be on the FIFA soundtracks back in like 2010. I want to say like Group Love and Mike Snow and these guys as well. It's very reminiscent of that to me, and I do like a little bit of uplifting music into my ears. So that was fun. Thank you for sending it in, George. Let's take a look at what's up next. Next up is a song that Asterios has sent in, and Asterios sent it in today. And Asterios says, it was hard to search on Spotify, so here's the link. It's called Kerry by Maria Luca. I think I found it, like, without the link, but maybe I didn't. So let's actually just paste the link to make sure that I haven't picked the wrong version or anything. Okay, when I paste the link, On and On and On by Clara Hammarström comes up, so I don't think that's right. Okay, there we go. Okay, no, I haven't. I've gotten the right version, so that's good. This is then Kerry by Maria Luca. This song is from 2009, it says. From the album Historias. Where's the yeah, Historias. Okay, which is a Greek album. You can see that from the song titles on it. Oh, well, you can't, but I can. All of the song titles are in Greek, and let's take a listen to Kerry. Well, you know how to sell a song to me immediately. A finger-picking arrangement, very melancholic one at that. You know who you've hooked by them. This guy.
Φυσάει στον κόσμο κι είναι αργά. Μεγάλα σύννεφα βαριά μαζεύτηκαν από το πρωί.
What are we doing with like the time signature in here?
Ο ήλιος έμοιαζε κέρι πίσω από λερωμένο τζάμι.
It's kind of going its own way, isn't it? It doesn't do like the breaks where you expect it to do. It's like they've elongated the bars to just extend the setting and make the feeling more tangible. The instrumentation's really fulfilling, I would say. I like that little piano work as well. Drumming's very subtle. It just kind of creates that pulse along with that quite full bass line, really. And just this very subtle detailing. There sounds kind of like an accordion somewhere in there. Puts a lot of the focus on the vocals, of course. Oniromu. I like these chords, like the extended sections, they're so cool. Wow. That's an unexpected switch up, but I really like it. The electric guitar coming in as well with great power here. It's still very soft, mellow, scaled back, but that distortion just adds a little bit of intensity in here, which was definitely needed, I think. It feels purposeful in what it's doing. Great tremolo here in the background as well. Continuing, I'm very much immersed, for sure. That's a beautiful closure to the song. I like how it's kind of incorporating this different vocal in there as well. Like, is that her as well, just in a higher pitch, or what's going on there? It just showcases a little bit of like a fun dynamic within the song. Quite hard-hitting emotionally, really. Incredibly subdued for what it wants to do. It's not, particularly intense or explosive in the production or the arrangement per se. It's just kind of relying on that gritty and I'd say kind of raw feeling and setting that it has. Really cool instrumentation. I'm very much like that. I think vocally it's quite strong as well. Just kind of transports me into a different place. It's incredibly melancholic, yeah. Which I'm a sucker for. So thank you very much, Asterios, for sending that one in. Quite interesting as well. Like, this is not a popular... Okay, she has one song that's quite popular, which is called Etsi Imeres Pernun from... Oh, it's a collaboration with some guy, it seems like, from 2010, yeah, with Fotis Andrikopoulos. But other than that, her songs are not very popular on Spotify. A shame. And she hasn't released an album since 2013. At least not one on Spotify. She's passed me by. I'm happy to have gotten some exposure to her now. And I don't think this will be the last time I listen to her music, really. I think that was very much up my alley, to be honest. Thank you very much for sending it in. That's really lovely. We're moving on to... Okay, so we got Umid. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. I'm not even going to... Well, I will bother with the surname. It's Maharamli. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Who is from Azerbaijan. We got an Azeri song last time out, I think you remember, that I very much liked. So Umid says, hi again from Azerbaijan. I'm sorry that the remastered versions of these classic songs aren't available. I hope you can bear with it. I can, don't worry. This time I'd like to request another beautiful Azerbaijani classic, Bir Könil Sindirmissam by Sövkat Barberva. Something like that. Anyway, I found it on Spotify. I will never try to pronounce it again. But, I mean, of course, last time I kind of just adored this Azerbaijani song that we listened to. So hopefully we got another good one on our hands here. I'm interested to listen. It's a little bit of a long one. Just be aware of that. It's 5 minutes, just so you know. Don't mind if I do. Okay, yeah, you definitely hear with the audio quality here, it's cutting off. Alright. I will still transport myself into this world of this track, because that's easy to do, definitely. Just love the instrumentation that it's using. This is a rhythm to use as well. Kind of cool call response technique here, with that instrumental doing the response. And now harmonizing. That's cool. It has some of these like very tango vibes within these very dramatic and distinct hits, I would say. And again with like just the wisps on the drums, you know, that's a little bit fun. Kind of just creating this chugging rhythm for the backdrop. Vocals definitely being the carrying aspect of it so far. It's quite free flowing, really. I'm really enjoying the setting of the song mainly, I think. It's quite compelling and immersive in what it sets out to do. I feel transported to a different place, a different time as well with the audio quality, I'd say. And you feel like there's something quite addictive about the rhythms here that makes me want to be a dancer. I can't dance, but you know, I want to be able to be a part of this. The vocals are really expressive in it as well. These like melodic lines here from the instrumental, they're really nice. I like them quite a bit. It's nice that they were allowing the instrumental to take so much space within the song as well. The vocals kind of being like segue moments to take the song back to these instrumentally whelming parts. Yeah, I really like the instrumental too. To me, it's very exotic, of course. I like that. The call response, it's effective. Again, with like, it's not really following the structure there. Yeah, the audio quality isn't as distracting for this one as I think the other one had. Very well said, Alepan. Very well said. I mean, it's obviously kind of like a different, like it's a separate instrument within this song. It carries so much of the momentum in the track. And the very abrupt ending. I'll just let it be there just to before, I mean, some of you already saw the next song up, but anyway, a lot of things to just kind of, I guess, say about the track, but at the same time I don't really have a lot to say personally, because it's just one of these songs that definitely feels so exotic to me and just takes me to a different place, and I enjoy being in that frame of mind and just in that headspace of enjoying something that is so foreign to me. Because it's just, you know, vibey, it's engaging. I think the instrumental is very strong. I think her vocals definitely carry the song forward as well quite a great deal, and it feels very purposeful in what it wants to do. It's free flowing for many for many parts of the track. You feel like the actual switch ups or the new chord takes over at an unexpected timing, and that keeps you kind of on your toes a little bit and makes the song refreshing, which is really cool. Azerbaijan keep buying generic songs instead of sending stuff like this. I don't think something like this would do particularly well in Eurovision, but I wouldn't mind it, you know, appearing. But speaking of that, I think this year they're not embarrassing themselves in any regard. I know I haven't talked about their song yet, but I am personally very, very fond of what they have this year. So I don't mind them sending what they are sending these last years, honestly. Like, I think the last few years they've sent some really great stuff personally, but that could just be me, you know, that could just be me. Let's see what we got next then. We got a song, this has to be in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but Canto Lunar sounds Spanish. Denise Emmer, I'm not sure if that sounds so Spanish, but the album is called Mapa das Horas. That sounds Spanish. This one, let's see. This one was sent in by Andy, and Andy sent a YouTube link, which does not help me because I use Spotify, but the song was on Spotify. So if this is the wrong version, Andy, you gotta let me know, because then I have to readjust. But this is the version that I found anyway. Nothing beats the Azeri song from last time for me in terms of grabbing my attention. I agree, that song was really great. Let's take a look. Canto Lunar. Already got the acoustic guitar selling it completely for me. The album is Canto Lunar. What? Have I already messed up? No, you said Canto Lunar by Denise Emmer. That's the song I have. 2021 date on Spotify. Okay. See, this is why you need to send the Spotify link when you yeah, I have it. It's from 2021. Or is this a different version? Wait, there's another. There are two Canto Lunar on her page. Okay, we're moving to this one then. There we go. Alright. As I said, the acoustic guitar right from this is, you know, a very different arrangement, but one that I do not mind in the slightest. And the fact that you got like several instruments playing at the same time together feels quite chaotic, but it's organized chaos. No problem, Andy. Thank you for letting me know. It's like these very sudden chord changes as well. That's a lot of fun to listen to, in my opinion. Distinct little bass walk there. Everything sounds so analog. One thing I noticed more and more, like when you get into this, is how the vocal just kind of carries that. It ties everything together beautifully. Staying on the chord very long time here. That creates a great resolution. That's effective. It's an obscure Brazilian gem from 1982, and of course I called it Spanish because why wouldn't I? I like those kind of like the deeper notes there. Intriguing chord control there, and the vocals definitely tie everything together. Really cool. Got a shaker coming in here, and a little bit of a la 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 section. Something very uplifting about this line, and then you get the melancholic switch up here. That's so depressing. You feel like the hope is there, and then it just leads into some kind of I wouldn't say disappointment, but you get what I feel like in mood wise. Honestly really comforting to listen to, for me anyway. It blends like emotions so gracefully, and that comes down to the vocals, I'd say. There's a very strong harmonic input here in the right ear, and then with the flute again coming in. It's very atmospheric, absolutely. I like this little, like the strummings from the guitars here as well, for sure. You definitely hear, like in the vocals, how much they carry the weight of this song. Instrumentally, it definitely has, you know, a setting that's very palpable. But the vocals is kind of like the tying factor that just elevates the track for sure. That's a cool one that you sent in, Andy. I definitely enjoyed that. I'm not really like familiar with songs like this, of course. Like I'm not big within the Brazilian music scene, and apparently this was, of course, quite a, what did you say, an obscure gem from Brazil. It has 4,000 plays on Spotify. I don't know how you find these songs, but yeah, it's definitely an immersive listen. Perhaps, like, I wouldn't say like melodically it's doing too much for me, but I would absolutely say like it's all about that setting and the atmosphere of the song, and vocally she's stunning, really. Yeah, definitely an immersive listen, and one that I definitely enjoyed. So thank you for sending that one in, Andy. And yes, indeed, it was from 1982. I think Andy said that. Yeah. I haven't even translated the lyrics yet, but the atmosphere is amazing. Yeah, I don't need lyrics personally anyway, at all, ever. But yeah. Okay, let's see. I've actually haven't added all of the songs yet, because some of you, of course, sent in songs after I started the stream, so I haven't added those to the playlist yet. So the final one that I've got on the playlist here is actually the Elect Islander here, who I think, sent in a song of his own. This has kind of become like a bit of a running theme, I suppose, because others have, of course, also sent in their own songs, which is, you know, just really, really cool. The fact that you want to, you know, put the song out there and want me to listen to it. And I'm excited to listen to it. This is the first one that the Elect Islander has sent in to me. You'll have to excuse my pronunciation of the title. I'm gonna call the song Resucito, Resucito, maybe one of them. Parentheses, Kiko Argielo. That will have to do. Let's take a listen to what the song sounds like. I'm a sucker for the brass, I'm a sucker for the guitar work. That's a very passionate vocal. Okay, fading it out. Lovely, taking it over with the drum fill here instead. Great build up, love the playfulness in that. Ties together really well. Production on this ain't like... Kick drum has a lot of presence in here. The bass is layered brilliantly with it as well. This is an effective beat. And the vocals fit so well with this track as well with the brass, you know? That's a fun continuation. I think just like the blend of the... I guess there's like a different source material here, and this is like a... the instrumental production is blended with the source material, and I think the blend works seamlessly, really. Like the fact that it just blends like this, like the fading work here. And then the build-up takes over. It's so seamless. Wow. The beat works so well, and then you got the brass on the top of this. Like, it's such a vibey listen. Wow. Yep, this... You're having plenty of gigs down in Portugal, like Islander. You gotta play this at the, you know, anywhere. I'm dancing to this for sure. Very effective. You know how to win me over entirely. What is that? Playing around with the vocal chops and actually using them to transition the different parts together. Great. Solid fill there as well. A little bit of a white noise effect that's, you know, just fills it out. Changing it up in the right ear there. Are we? I wasn't aware of your game, Elect Islander. We got some wishes that you're submitting this to Festival da Canção. 2026, it's your year, you know? It's definitely like, what's so special about it is like the fact that the source material used here blends so perfectly into this, you know, electronica mix that you're doing. And I think like the thing is that blending these two styles together could be so difficult, but the fact that you make it seem so seamless within this song is just, you know, major props. I think every time you transition from a verse into the build-up leading into these drops or choruses or whatever you want to call them, those are moments where I feel like carefully done, brilliantly executed, because the two parts tie into each other so nicely. Let's actually just check it out again, what you're doing. you got the vocal, of course, being constant in there, but the drumming just takes over in the middle of it. The fact that you're breaking it up here early on. The drums are effective here. Using this, you know, the vocal line there, like repeating it, chopping it up and repeating it to just tie it in together to this build-up. Maybe an undercover entry, who knows? No, but like the way that you do that is so well done. And then the vocal maintains here during the build-up as well. That works so well. And the kick coming in here as well. Effective. Goes double time. And like the breakup there, you got the guitar strumming leading into the hook and then also a drum fill. And then the beat, you know, it's just consistent during these choruses. It works. Vocally, it's still catchy here, you know. The brass is there to add character. And the beat is just consistent. And that's exactly what it should be. Exactly what it should be. Very well done. I'm super stoked to have listened to that. Thank you so much for sending it in. You're now also, of course, on the playlist for the song suggestions streams. So Simon's added you on there. Hopefully you get you bump those plays up a little bit. 94 listeners a month. We just made it 95 anyway. So thank you so much for sending it in. Lovely. Really wonderful. Much appreciated. And I guess we're moving on to the final three. The three that were submitted during tonight's stream. The first one was sent in at 8:18 my time, which is almost an hour and a half ago. But I see that Asuto is still, well, yeah, he's still here. So this was the song sent in by Asuto, and in case you don't know, Asuto is a dear friend of mine. So you know, I haven't heard this song that he's submitted here though, so I'm looking forward to this. Me and Asuto usually have very similar tastes in music, so yeah, I'm probably gonna like it. He says Flowers by Jordan Rakei, which I've added in here. If you already know the song, no need to include it. I don't actually. But this was my #1 song of last year. How did I miss it then? Let's take a look. You're now on a playlist. Sounds like a threat. Better than a watch list. Yes, I suppose that's it. Okay, Flowers by Jordan Rakei. It doesn't ring a bell. The artist doesn't ring a bell either. No, I haven't heard anything from this dude. Grammy Award nominated. Okay. Okay, let's take a listen. Nope, that's not it. There we go. This already sounds quite sad. I'm here for it. I think the drumming is very palpable in here as well. Throw in the bass there. I like the blend with the vocal in here. It's so bright in comparison to just the dark and melancholic sound of the instrumental. It sounds so broken up in the background. That's an unexpected input from the guitar. Like the moment that it joined in there. Kind of utilizing like a backbeat rhythm, which is really fun. The strings as well. Unpredictable chord progression as well. Really nice. Gradually builds so well, wow. I think the vocals tie it together so well as well. I like the brightness in his voice. cool as well. Like the drumming is so energetic, and then everything is so dramatic and melancholic in the strings and the piano and whatnot. I honestly love this drum pattern. Wow. Strings coming back in. Yes. These choruses are lovely when the instrumentation expands like that. There's something really accessible about those vocals as well. It's a nice kind of thing to use as well, like the fading out the instrumental like that, but make sure that the vocal stays consistent. To fill my days with your hours, 'cause time in a world that's ours felt worth it to plant all the flowers, 'cause all my days I'd spend all alone when this outro is mad, really. Left me by the grace of your heart, you sit ready. All right, yeah, that's very much up my alley. Like yeah, I'm a sucker for this kind of music, really. Very melancholic. Love the drumming in it. I think that's probably like my main favorite part. But also like the vocals, they're very accessible, easy listening, but how that also contrasts with this kind of broken up mood of and setting of the track. Probably one of the coolest things that I think about the song is probably like this part here. How the drumming, it's intense still here. Let's see if I can actually hit the right place on the track. The fade out here. Just the drums. And then the strings as well. Okay, yeah. But you hear like the drums just disappear. They don't tone down the type of energy they use. They don't tone down the pattern or the intensity. It's just the volume. Like, okay, keep going with the drums. You over there, Mr. Drummer Boy. Keep going. We'll just start muting you more and more. Which I really like. I think that's a really fun take and makes sure that the finale of the song just works that much harder. I think. The first time I heard this song, I enjoyed it, but after a few listens, it really basically consumed me and became a minor obsession. I can imagine that. I think it definitely has a mood and a setting that's just really palpable, and I definitely really enjoyed listening to that as well. So thank you very much for sending it in, Asuto, and thank you for sharing that song with me. I will be saving it as well. We got 2 songs left of the evening, so we should be finished around 10. Which is a decent time, I would say. The penultimate song is from Serious Froggy, who actually... Oh, wait. This is the same person who sent in the second song we listened to. Which one was the second song? Oh, it was Gloomtown Brats. Okay, I'll set the bar high here. Serious Froggy has not said what the song is called, just sent a link. So let's see what the link says. Can't find anything like that. Okay, let's try it again. Why is the link not working? Okay, I'm pasting it in my web browser in the meantime, just so I can get the song title. It's called Swimming something. Oh, okay, I know this song. We're gonna listen to Swimming Pool Summer by Capital Cities. This is a fun one, I think, anyway. So yeah, this is from their 2017 album. I'm pretty sure, like, okay, I know not everyone watched my channel back in 2017. But Swimming Pool Summer is actually also a song that I had in my Groody picks back in 2017. I haven't listened to it much since then though, but this is a classic. This is gonna be a throwback for me. Really fun. Thank you for sending this one in. Let's take a trip back memory lane for me here. Again, the bass walks, just like with Gloomtown Brats. That's kind of the focus of this track, I'd say. Nice guitar work as well. The memories I get listening to this. It's so snappy. It's fun. This is like proper one of these songs, you know, you're just in the car, one hand at the steering wheel, just vibing, driving down the sunrise. I love it. There's something about the vocal style that they use, really. It's so mellow. Synth gradually expand. Can't stand safe and sound. I love sound. Yeah. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Got an acoustic guitar strumming in here as well now. It's so simple, but so straight to the point and so effective. What's up with the dislike towards safe and sound? I think that's a banger. Unfortunate. You got the electric guitar here now, playing the little funky guitar chords, palm muted. Nice character in here. That's a nice vocal line, tying the two parts together. That's good. That's really good. Very rewarding and satisfactory. So is it like vocally? It's so repetitive, but I don't care. It's just fun. The cello, why not, you know? Why not? Make it a bit emotional, I guess. Drumming picks up for the final chorus. Effective. And just that line, I can't escape the heat, leading back to the chorus. It works, it's so effective. Actually seems like they've released an album in 2025. That completely passed me by. But yeah, you know, Swimming Pool Summer is a very, very fun song. At least in my opinion. This is particularly one of these that, you know, just vibing in the car. It's a car song for me. But also, you know, just a nice song to have on in the background anytime. It's really chill and really kind of uplifting in that way. Fun snappy bass walk, memorable vocal lines, very catchy in that sense as well. And yeah, just good vibes really in that song, and a wonderful song to almost finish off the evening with. The final song, I actually don't know what this song is going to be either, because I only got a Spotify link from Euro Towley, who of course was the person who was very, very generous with the amount of money being submitted to play this song on stream. Let's see if I can actually find it though. It doesn't seem like my Spotify wants to find it. So this one... Oh! I should learn by now. Euro Towley is of course the person who sent a bunch of Isaabo songs to us. We're gonna really finish off this session of stream suggestions, streams or whatever we call them, with Isaabo. This is the third song we're listening to from this band now, of course. Time not being one of them at any moment. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So I think it's from the... Is it from the same album? Yeah. In the Fun Makers. That's the name of the entire album. So we've listened to Cook Me. That was way back. And then I think the song we listened to last time, which one was it? I want to say it was Morning Hero, but I might be wrong on that one. Wait, well, maybe it was Play With Me? I've forgotten which one it was we listened to. Sorry. But the one we're going to listen to today is called Tide and Sea. Which sounds interesting. Banger time? We're about to find out. Let's take a listen. Final song of the evening. Judging by the intro, I expect a banger, yes. Just a really cool instrumentation they're using here. And fun effect work here as well. Ah, that's lovely. It's unpredictable. There's a little bass walk coming in here. Shall I? Wouldn't it be funny if he's actually from Isabu? That would be funny, yeah. I'm starting to wonder. I really like that melodic line, you know, and the fact that the vocal follows it. That's quite fun. Count 2, 3. I've gotten hooked already. It's a fun one. It's, you know, like rhythmically it's not as intense as the others. It just more has like this characteristic and very memorable melodic line, I would say. Yeah, it's nice. There's some fun details from like different instrumental inputs as well. It feels like the entire arrangement of the song is just played out so that everyone's supposed to do something very subtle and very sparse at given moments. You got the tambourine there out of nowhere. You got like the guitar is just completely unpredictable in when it appears. That's kind of a cool vocal elevation, actually. Not bad. And the pausing as well. That works. Alright. I don't mind. Yeah, that's a cool switch up. Great rhythm here for the final part of the song. Double time on the drumming, why not? The drum fills as well, and then you finish off with a syncopation. Why not? Alright, very unique listen all the way through there. I always wonder with vocals like those, did they ever wake up and decide to sing like this? And how did record labels agree to this? I love it, but I'm also questioning my life. Yeah, I mean, it's such a unique style. I don't think, like, if they were in Sweden and they went to like Sony or Warner or whatnot, and they were like, we want to get this signed. There's no way they would, because it's too out there and too extra. But that's part of the fun, really. I think this is a really cool effort altogether. Melodically, this is probably the most memorable of the songs we've heard so far. Maybe Cook Me, because that chorus was just cook me, cook me, cook me, cook me, cook me, if I remember correctly. It had something very memorable about that. But this one had, a very immediate and distinct melodic line, I think. That was quite fun. And then, just playful little detailing scattered throughout the song. I don't think this is something that I would personally go out of my way and listen to. But in a particular moment of time, I would just be like, yeah, I'm really kind of enjoying the many aspects of it. And, as well, the whole kind of concept with the double time here for the ending, it's like, that's what they should do with it, and they just did it with the halftime. Works perfectly fine. When does that full double time come in? There we go. Like, it's just like, what should we do to spice things up here? Double time. And does it work? Hell yeah, it does. Okay. That was the final song, of course. Is that Drunk Uncle on a Wedding, but as music? Love it. Alright. It's charming, for sure. This is my favorite 2012 song. I'm happy to hear more from them. Oh, Time is my... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like Time as well. It's not my favorite 2012 song. I mean, I'm obligated to say Euphoria, But there are quite a few others that I also would put above Time. But I think Time definitely should have qualified in 2012. I think that should have happened. Groot, what's your Basel 2025 dues? I don't know. I haven't put much thought into it. I want to make, like last year I made a video talking about my top 10 favorite songs of the year, and I think that's what I will do this year as well. Not make like a full ranking or anything like that. I honestly can't be bothered, if I'm completely honest. I'm not particularly excited about Eurovision, like the songs this year, mainly because so many of my favorites have not ended up going to Eurovision, of course, which is, just a shame. Like, my favorite could have easily been Ligo. That would have been my favorite. Lisboa would have been my favorite. What else? What else would have been my favorite in Eurovision? Like, I'm tempted to say Gasliet from Malta, to be honest. Like, I loved that song so much, but of course they didn't send that either. And, Besame just was terrible when we saw it in Benidorm Fest, unfortunately. So not that. Lithuania's a good shout. Poland's a good shout. I like these songs. Italy could have sent like 15 songs and they would have been my favorite this year, but they didn't. So, but yeah, there are good songs. Of course there are. I've reviewed plenty of the ones that I like the most already on my channel. Yeah, Echo would have definitely been my winner if they sent that. Review about The Unluckiest Boy Alive by Adel II from the Dansk MGP. I could do that, but not today. I have so many songs like from Eurovision to review as well, but I can admit that I thought that song was kind of good. I really enjoyed it. Mainly, I think I enjoyed the performance of The Unluckiest Boy Alive. I think that was probably the main part. Fun choreography. Are there any songs you want to cover this year? What do you mean cover? Not really. I've been tempted to make like the guitar solo versions of songs this year, but I haven't really found the inspiration to do it. Personally, I mean, usually like last year, there were a lot of views on the videos, but making shorts for YouTube is not a very rewarding type of content, because you basically get nothing out of it, which is kind of underwhelming and sad. But it was really fun to make them, but also when I sit down to make them, they take so long because I never get satisfied with what I put together. Like the final product that you hear is probably taken around, I would say, 5 to 6 hours of just working and trying to figure out how I want to lay out that solo, and then record it and actually mix it into the track. So it takes a lot of time to make them, and then it's always really, really cool to see how much so many people really like them, but it's a lot of work that I don't really have the time and energy to do, I suppose. But maybe I'll get around to making a few. That would be fun. National Selections 2025 livestream coming up next. Yes, I would, if I'm gonna throw out a little bit of an assumption as to when that will happen, would probably be next week. I am finished with the editing. We just kind of need an interval act for it as well, and then it's good to go. So I would say next week, but keep an eye on my announcements, because I will announce when it's time. So yeah, I think that's it. See you next year, guys. Yeah, exactly. I'm just taking a little bit of a look here in my national final favorites playlist on my Spotify here. There's been a lot of good stuff in the national finals this year. It really has to be said. I would have loved for like Ukraine to have sent Team. That would have been. I like Zifferblatt, but Dim would have been nice. Toljubavier, I would have liked that. I would have liked Aina from Finland. There were plenty of good stuff in Estonia. Ligo definitely should have gone, in my opinion. Happy that Serum won in Albania, personally. Yeah. I think Belgium picked well as well. I'm kind of disappointed that there's not a lot of hype around Strobe Lights. That could be my favorite song of Eurovision this year. Could be. I'm tempted to say that, actually. But yeah, I think that's gotta be it for today, right? You missed half of them too. Like the national finals? Yeah, I did. I'm trying to catch up now because I want to make one of these videos where I compile all of my national final favorite songs. So today I watched DMGP. So yeah, and I picked a favorite from that one that I will talk about. Interval act, Emily DeForest's NF tour continues. I mean, I don't mind. I like her. That's like, I don't mind listening to Only Teardrops 50 times. She seems really sweet as well. I really like her. Repeat by Dolce Hera is my absolute highlight of the year. Well, definitely not mine, but you're not alone, because there was so much spam about this song in all of the different national final watch-alongs that we watched this year. OGAE France has released their voting, and they had Lithuania as a non-qualifier. I mean, I'm not surprised in the slightest. I think Lithuania this year is a very exquisite pick. Like, it's not accessible whatsoever. So many people would be so turned off by it. I'm just hoping that enough people will be appreciative towards it, so that at least he can qualify. I have no faith at all in juries, appreciating it. So, yeah. I would be very, very happy if I'm wrong, but I'm predicting that Lithuania will not do particularly well this year. That's just me. I think probably, let's actually take a look. Now we're just like rambling for the rest of the stream, I suppose, but let's actually take a look at Lithuania's recent results in Eurovision. I think it's going to be their worst result since 2019. I kind of want to throw that out there. Yep, definitely. That's my prediction already. I think hopefully they will qualify, but I don't think they're finishing higher than 14th. I highly doubt that. Juries in national finals were amazingly terrible this year. Agreed. For the most part, for the ones that I've like paid attention to mainly, I would say absolutely. Yeah. There have been a lot of intriguing choices from jurors this year. This was fun. Maybe we can do this again in the off season. Yeah, that should be a good timing to do it. Like in the middle of all of the season 2 watch-alongs, of course. 15th place wouldn't be bad. Well, I mean, I'm kind of expecting like a 19th or 20th personally. But yeah, 15th would still mean that I'm right. So, but obviously I'm hoping for it to be in the top 10. Who is your dead last this year? Malta. I mean, there's no no two ways about it. I despise everything that song is about. So I hate fun. I know I do. I've gotten to know before that people are upset with the way that I dislike everything that's funny, according to their humor. Meanwhile, I sit and jam to a long title song from Estonia, but that's also part of my terrible humor, I would assume. Justice for Fused Mark in 2017. Sure. My dead last is Georgia. Good shout. I don't care for that one either. Feels very pointless in my opinion. I don't really know what it tries to do and what it wants to do, you know? Yeah. Okay, should we call it a night? I think we should. That's personally where I am. Of course, that also means... Let's see where it is. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Who do you predict as non-qualifiers? That sounds like a future video, George. I'll keep that one in the loop, and that will happen, hopefully. There will probably, like, there could be some exciting news about Eurovision this year in terms of what I'm doing on my channel, but we'll find out. I'm just leaving you on a cliffhanger there, I suppose. So now I will say au revoir. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you will have a lovely rest of the week. Maybe I will see you at some point during the week as well. Maybe I'll post another review or something. Who knows? In case you haven't seen it already, there is a review for Mammon, the French song, on my channel. You can check that out if you want to. Yeah, we got some. We're gonna hear about some gruesome ways to die. Of course, this is gonna become like a classic finale of these streams. So, Billy Bust Up, take it away. I'm leaving. Good night, everyone.
Now where do you think you're going? The party is this way, and trust me, it's to die for. I know we'll be the best of friends, so there's no need to run. The sooner you get dead, the sooner you can join the fun. No need to fear, for I am here. Your mortal form will disappear. Now should we use this rusty knife or acid water gun? There's a million gruesome ways to die. Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? You'll be having so much fun. There's a million gruesome ways to die. Why stay alive? And I'm sure your death will be second to none. Dynamite is quick, but it makes a lot of mess. And flattened by a cow is just embarrassing at best. But baked into a yummy cake or dropped into a pit of snakes, though drowning in a lobster tank might hurt a little less. There's a million gruesome ways to die. How about impaled upon a spike? Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? Maybe something on a bike. There's a million gruesome ways to die. We could bury you alive. We're sure your death will be second to none. We could put you in a cage with the hungry alligator. Drop you in a volcano with an active crater. What about 10,000 volts of electricity? Or try a death by Shakespeare in a tragic comedy? Trampled by an elephant or turned to goat meat stew? Or tried to fight a dragon armed with nothing but a shoe? We could do a mommy's curse. We'll put